Hello students. So today we are going to take the another very important part of acids, base and salts chapter. So in the last two videos we are take about acid reacts with metals, base reacts with metals, and then we are study about the acid reacts with carbonates, and acid reacts with sodium bicarbonate, so that is hydrogen bicarbonate, and we have to take the acid reacts with metal oxides and base reacts with non-metal oxides. So after that we have to take the another one concept, that is what happened when we mix acid with base. Okay, that is means that what happened when acid is reacts with base, when they are react with each other, so what it happened. So that is one other concept which call it as a neutralization reaction. Okay, so in general I can write, so that is acid plus base is equal to what happened. So we know that the reaction of reaction with metals, we know the reaction with metal oxides, non-metal oxides, carbonates and hydrogen carbonates. But now the concept is another concept, new concept is what happened if they react with each other. Okay, so when acid is reacts with base, or the base when react with acid, what happened? We know that the salt plus water is formation takes place. Okay, the formation of salt and water takes place in the product side. Okay, this reaction is called as what? Neutralization reaction. Okay, for example I can take, okay, before going to definition statement we take example. So for example I take an acid, that is HCl, okay, which is in the aqueous form, plus I take base, that is the NaOH, which is also in aqueous form. Right, now reaction takes place. What happened? First salt is taken place, okay, then next is water. Okay, salt in aqueous form and water is in liquid form. So that is what the reaction of acid with base. So here this is the acid, okay, I can mark it acid. Here I taken as HCl, okay, here this is acid, here this is base, okay, now it is salt and now it is water. So that is what neutralization reaction means. What? In the LHS side, in the reactant side, one is acid and one is base, and in the product side what happened? Salt plus water taken place. So that is what we called it as a neutralization reaction. So now come to the definition statement, that is definition of neutralization reaction is very important. So definition: when acids reacts with, sorry, when acid and base reacts with each other to form salt and water, such reaction known as neutralization reaction. Okay, so that is very simple definition. So in the examination they ask the question, what is define neutralization reaction, give example. So this is the definition of a neutralization reaction. This is the definition. Okay, when acid reacts with acid and base reacts with each other to form salt and water, such reactions are known as neutralization reaction. An example is here. This is the example, that is HCl plus NaOH, acid plus base is equal to salt plus water. So that is what, student, neutralization reaction. Very important question. Define neutralization reaction and give example. Okay, so hope you understand it. So please copy in your notebook. Okay students, now come to the another very important concept of this chapter, that is conduct acid solution in water conduct electricity. Means what? In the starting videos when we are take acid definition, in that definition or properties we are learn about acid is a good conductor of electricity. Okay, that we understand how it is good conductor of electricity, and in this concept you have to verify this statement. Okay, so I write here electrical conductivity of acids when in the water form only. So in the previous videos we know that the acidity, okay, the acidic character, the H plus ions of acid only be expressed, only provide when there is in the presence of water. Okay, when water is present, the H plus ions can be provided, can be appear. In the absence of water, there is no show the H plus ions. Okay, why we then one activity also, that is HCl gas activity. Okay, if you know the previous video number 2, so in that video we have take activity, that is HCl. Dry HCl not change litmus paper, but wet or the moisture HCl gas it change litmus paper. That is presence of water gives ions and the absence of water does not give ions. That principle we use here. Okay, when we are talk about the electrical conductivity means what? We know the electricity, that is flow of the charges. Okay, for flow of the charges they requires an ions. In the chemistry we call it as an ions. Okay, there are two types of ions are there. One is positive ion and one is negative ion. The positive ion is move towards the negative terminal and the negative ion move towards the positive terminal, and this complete the network, and that is why the electrons are flow from plus to minus. So connection is completed. So that is what help to conduct electricity. Okay, so the direct conclusion is that the electrical conductivity is only be possible when there is an ion present in the solution. Okay, if the ions are absent, then the electrical conductivity is not be taken place. Okay, that concept we apply here. Okay, so in the place of acid, so first point we have to know that about acid, that is first point, acids are good conductor of electricity. Okay, that is basic point, good conductor of electricity, we know that. Okay, why? So next point, why it is good conductor? If it is good conductor means it means that it provides ions. Okay, if the acids are bad conductor or if acids are insulator, then we say that it not provide ions. But actually when practically done, when practically we pass a current into the acid, we know that the current is flow into the acids. Okay, maybe it is weak acid, maybe it is strong acid. If acid is present means the current is easily flow into the acids. That means what? Acid provides an solution, ions into the water. Okay, so I write here, so there are two types of acid we have. One is strong acid, one is weak acid. In the first video we know that about strong acid which provide more H plus ions, and the weak acid which provide less H plus ions. Okay, okay, right. So if in strongest acid the flow of electricity is more. The flow of electricity is more. Why? Because of more hydrogen ions. That is very important, student. So strong acid is allow the electricity to flow. Okay, how much greatest electricity can flow? Okay, the huge amount of electricity is flow through the strongest acid, for example sulfuric acid. Why? Because of, the answer is because of strongest acid having more hydrogen ions. So in the previous videos we know about the weak acid and the strong acid. What is the strong acid definition? The acid said to be strong if it having more H plus ions. If having more H plus ions means more ions and more possibility of flow of the electricity. Okay, so here we apply that one. Okay, so strongest acid, the flow of electricity is more huge because of more hydrogen ion is present. So it means that if more hydrogen ions is present means more electricity. If less hydrogen ions present means what is electricity? It is also less. Means what? In strongest acid. In the weak acid, less amount of H plus ions is present. So electricity also what? Less. So the next point we have right here. In weak acid, in weak acids, the flow of electricity is less because of less concentration of what? Less concentration of let what? Guys, hydrogen ions. Okay, hydrogen ions. So by these 2-point discussion, we finally conclude that for the conduction of electricity, ions must be present. Okay, if ions are not present, there is no possibility of flow of the electrons, right? So our final conclusion, why we called acids is an good electrical conductivity, because of in this water solution, the acids dissociate into the ions, and that ions are helpful for the flow of electricity, right? The final our conclusion. Okay, so I take final statement here. The next point I take here. You copy this, okay? Right. Next, you have to take here the final point. That is very nice, and that is very important point. So last point is electrical conductivity. Okay, electrical conductivity is only possible in acids only when acids have solution in water. It means that acid dissociated into the ions in the presence of water. Okay, that is very important. So we know that in the liquid state only conduct electricity, but the question mark is why. So now we get the answer why, because of electrical conductivity done by the H plus ions, and that H plus ions, the ions are only be produced when they are in liquid water state. Okay, dissociate into the water state. Okay, ions only in the water state. That is, we say that acids conduct electricity in a liquid state. Okay, so our answer, so maybe examinations they ask justify the statement why acids are conduct electricity only in the liquid state. So answer is acids are conduct electricity only in the liquid state because of acids are dissociated into the ions only in the presence of water. Okay, otherwise no ions, no electricity is flow possible, students. So that is very important concept about the conductivity of electrical conductivity of acids. Okay, so hope you are understand it. Okay, now after this we have to take one activity, means I can take one activity that is about acids, glucose and alcohol. Okay, acids also having H plus ions, glucose and alcohol also having H plus ions, but they are not categorized as an acids. Okay, glucose also having H plus ions C6H12O6, and alcohol also having methanol, that is also having H plus ions, but they are not categorized as it. Glucose is not taken as an acid and alcohol is not taken as an acid. Why? So we can take the answer of this next. So please take down this. Based on these activity, VRB explain that one. Okay, so hope you understand this. Ions present, electricity flow, more ions, more electricity, less ion, let electricity, ions totally absent, zero ions means there is no flow of electricity. Okay, so that is the answer, and the ions are only be expressed, only be formed, only be dissociate, only be provide in the presence of water. Okay students, so please write down this. Okay, now take the activity, that is alcohol and glucose having H plus ions, but they not be categorized as an acid. So I write here the statement: a glucose and alcohol also contains hydrogen but not categorized into acids. Why? Okay, why this? So for this simple activity, in the previous we discussed about electrical conductivity. Okay, we know that acids conduct electricity because it is dissociated into the H plus ions, right? Now if alcohol and glucose not conduct electricity, means what? They're not acids, means they not provide H plus ions. Okay, they having H plus ions but they not be dissociate into it. Okay, if they dissociate, means they conduct electricity, and then we say that it is also an acid. Okay, acid mean nothing but the 2 point you have to be know. Acid is nothing but they provide H plus ions. If they are provide H plus ions, then that H plus ions help for the electrical conductivity. If no H plus ions are provided, means no electrical conductivity takes place. That directly proportional. Okay, so alcohol and glucose not conduct electricity. That what this mean? It means that it not provide H plus ions. Okay, so as per definition, acids are substance which provide H plus ions. Okay, that we call acids. If alcohol provides H plus, means we call alcohol is an acid, but the alcohol does not provide H plus ions, so it is not acid. That is one answer. Why alcohol and glucose is not categorized as acid? So our one answer is the electric conductivity. Okay, the current is not passed into the acid. One point we have say because of no ions present. The very important point is that the alcohol and the glucose, they does not provide they does not provide or dissociate into the H plus ions. They not provide H plus ion. That is why we call it as we cannot call it as an acids. Okay, that is why it having H plus ions, but they not be provide it. Okay, so that is the answer, but we have to be explained it a bit carefully with an activity. Okay, so we for this proof of this statement, so we take one simple activity, that is electrical conductivity. Okay, for that we have one diagram that is also very important for examination. So I take one diagram for. Okay, so I take here for this activity we require one acid. Okay, any acid. Okay, any acid, take H2SO4, HCl, any acid. Okay, it is better to take H2SO4 because of more H plus ions, it is easy. So acids, I take here H2SO4. Okay, sulfuric acid, and then I take for alcohol, I take, okay, for checking, then I take glucose. Okay, glucose. Okay, then I require one beaker. Okay, I require one beaker. So I require a battery. Okay, one battery. Then I require electrodes. Okay, the flow of electrodes means electrodes or means graphites. Okay, then I require for this beaker. Then I require a bulb. Okay, one bulb is required to check the flow of electricity. So there is one simple instruments we require. So I take two set, one set having acid and one set having alcohol and or glucose. Okay, so I am having one set here. This is very important diagram. So I can take one set here. This is our beaker, right? Draw with pencil with me. Okay, this is beaker. I name it as a beaker. Okay, when I draw, I name it beaker because we sometimes after all drawing we miss some part to be named. Okay, then part by part we name the diagrams. So beaker we name it. Then what we require? We require one for rubber cork. One is required, rubber cork. Okay, rubber cork. On rubber cork I take. Okay, in rubber cork I fix one graphite or one nail. We take graphite or also take the nail, iron nail. Okay, iron nail. If we electrodes not provided, means we take iron nail. Okay, I fix one, and then I fix here one iron nail. Okay, use scale to draw this. Okay, so then what I do, then I attach it to a bulb, right? And that here attached to the one bat. Okay, attached to the bat. This plus, it is minus. Okay, flow of electric this direction. Okay, So here bulb is there. So that is one. So in this beaker I fill a solution. Okay, that solution is what? I take sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Okay, I take acid. Okay, I take here one switch. Okay, for safety purpose I take here switch. Right. So take another set in which I filled a. Okay, this is enough. Okay, so now when I take acid, when I switch on, okay, when I switch on, we observe that when the solution is acid, when we switch on, we observe that the current is start to flow and the bulb is glow. Bulb is glow. Bulb is glow. Bulb when glow? When the acid is present. So in the case of acid, we observe that the bulb is glow. So we say that in case of acids, okay, the bulb is glow. It happened because acids, it happened because acid, that is I take H2SO4 dissociated into the ions, that is H plus and OH minus ions. Okay, this is what the first statement for this. Okay, so answer why the bulb is glow in the case of acid. So answer is this. Okay, in the case of acid the bulb is glow. This happened because of the acid H2SO4, it dissociate into the two ions, one H plus ions and H2SO4 ions. If I take HCl, okay, if I take here HCl, so what is the ions? Okay, if I take here HCl, so what is the ions, students? Okay, what is the ions? That is right. The ions are in the case of HCl. In the case of HCl, ions are H plus ions and Cl minus ions, right? That is very important. If I take nitric acid, okay, if I take nitric acid, if I take NO3 nitric acid, what is the ions, students? Right, H plus ions and NO3 minus ions. Okay, if I write acetic acid, so student, what is the ions here? For acetic acid, the ions are CH3COO minus and H plus. Okay, so that is the ions. That is why they all conduct electricity. Why H2SO4 conduct electricity? Why HCl conduct electricity? Why nitric acid conduct electricity? Why acetic acid conduct electricity? Because of they provide dissociate into the ions. What type of ions? H plus SO4 minus ions in the case of sulfuric acid, H plus Cl minus in the case of hydrochloric acid, H plus and NO3 minus in the case of nitric acid, and CH3COO minus and H plus in the case of acetic acid. So ions are dissociated. That is why acid conduct electricity. Okay, student, that is one case. Okay, now, but our aim to check why this not glucose. Okay, now, if I take here alcohol or I take here glucose, if same process takes place, it means the bulb is glow. In the case of this also, in the case of alcohol, if bulb is glow, in the case of glucose, if bulb is glow, then we say that it is acid. Okay, I say it is acid. But if in the case of bulb is not glow, then what we cannot say it is acid, is not acid. Okay, this is not acid. So check for in the case of this bulb glow is yes or no. Okay, so for that I change this. Okay, you write down this statement about first case. In the case of H3 and acid, now I can remove this. I can take same setup, but one change is in the case of acid I take alcohol or I take glucose, anyone. Okay, glucose. So for this is over. Okay, I remove this one. Okay, students, now happen for this. If I take glucose, now see, now I can switch on the button, then flow of electricity is not done. So means that the bulb is not glow. Bulb bulb not glow. Bulb is not glow. Bulb is not glow. What means if bulb glow means electrons are passed. If bulb not glow means electricity is not be passed, because of here no ions are there, right? So the answer is the glucose, and in the case of alcohol and the glucose, the electric bulb is not glow because the alcohol and glucose is not dissociate into the ion, therefore they are not categorized into the acid. That is the simple answer. Okay, so in case of alcohol and glucose, the bulb is not glow. This happen because of alcohol and glucose does not dissociated into the ions. Therefore the alcohol and glucose are not categorized as an acids. So that is very simple experiment, that is maybe for 3 marks. Okay, prove that or demonstrate an activity to show that alcohol and glucose do not conduct electricity. In the NCERT textbook, in the exercise 1 question is there. So very simple, not need to practice. Okay, put simple the instrument required, the diagram, one diagram glucose, one diagram acid, and acid only gives space ions, they give ions. Okay, bulb is glow, alcohol not give ions, the bulb is not glow, therefore not categorized as an acid, alcohol and glucose. Okay students, so that is very simple concept of acid, conductivity of acids. Okay, hope you understand it. Okay, so please note down this whole concept. Okay, right. Students, now today's last concept, class last concept is, in the board you observe that electrical conductivity of distilled water and electrical conductivity of rain or tap water. That is very important. In the examination they ask what happened when current is passed into the distilled water. Okay, then what happened when current is passed into the rain or tap water. So the very important concept, or sometime it is asked in the examination. So students, remember that in the distilled water the current is not flow. Okay, why? That is also answer, but that is a question. So distilled water does not conduct electricity. Why? So what is answer? Right, the ions are responsible. If electricity conduct, so one concept you have to put in your mind, if flow of electricity is done means it is ions, due to ions. If no electricity flow means there is no ions. That is simple. Ions absent, current absent, ion present, current also present, right? That is very important concept you put in your mind. Okay, so in the case of electrical conductivity of distilled water, okay, so I write here distilled water does not conduct electricity. Okay, does not conduct electricity because it not contain ions. This simple one. Okay, so distilled water does not contain electricity. Why? The answer is does not contain ions. The next point is electrical conductivity of rain or tap water. So in rain and tap water, the current is easily flow. Why? Why current flow into the tap water and the rain water? Why? The answer is ions present or absent. Yes, ions is present. Right? The answer, right? The rainwater or tap water conducts electricity because it contains ions, right? Ions are present due to it contains ions are present. Where from ions, what ions we see here? Ions are present, and that ions are due to this dissolved salt. Okay, that is minerals present in the soil. Okay, ions contain ions due to the presence of dissolved salt in it. Okay, salt in it. Okay, that is salts are responsible for conductivity, not H plus ion. H plus O minus ions are not responsible. Here tap water and rain water are responsible for the presence of responsible conduction of electricity. Presence of ions. Ions means here not water ions. Ions means here salt ions present. Okay, magnesium salt. Okay, different salt or minerals present in the water. That minerals are that ions. Okay, so that is helpful for electricity, that due to the presence of salt dissolved in it. Okay, so these are what for student for today's class. Okay, so today's class is again very important. Okay, today what we learn about neutralization reaction and conductivity of acids with activity and with two distilled water and tap water. These are very important concepts. From here maybe they ask questions. Okay, so very easy, very important concept. So hope this today class and this video is very helpful for you. Okay, on the next videos we are take about pH and then about different types of soda. Okay, the baking soda, washing soda, and different concept we are taking next videos. Okay, but for today's video it is enough. Okay, in the next video we take another very important concepts. Okay, thank you.